Regional Airport's open house. It was also a chance to meet a pioneer for women in aviation. KCRA3's Leticia Ordaz introduces us to the longtime pilot who's encouraging girls to fly.
Once you fly aerobatics, you just kind of, you get hooked on it.
Julie Clark has led the way for women in aviation. Since the 70s, she's had quite the career as a solo aerobatic airshow pilot.
Oh, I can't even count how many shows I've been doing this, and I've flown an air show in every state, the United States, Bermuda, Canada.
The 75-year-old says it's her dad who got her hooked on flying.
My dad was an airline pilot, and I knew I wanted to be not just a pilot, I wanted to be an airline pilot. And this is back, I was born in the 40s, so I'm an old person.
Even after a tragic plane crash killed her father, she kept on going.
My dad was killed in a very notorious airplane accident in 1964 for Pacific Airlines, where he was shot at the controls of the airplane. And the plane crashed and killed 44 people.
She's let nothing stand in her way, but she says back then, being a girl who loved planes wasn't easy.
I still wanted to fly airplanes, and I just made a point to, and my biggest problem back then was my gender. I could tell people I had indoor plumbing and all the pilots had outdoor plumbing.
After 40 years of flying, she's now a retired pilot, but her passion for aviation is still there. At the Lincoln Airport open house, she encouraged other women to pursue their dreams.
Keep putting your foot in the door and just don't take no for an answer.
Women who attended the event were inspired.
Girl power.
Girl power all the way.
Yeah.
I mean, that's about as cool as it gets, I think.
Tracy J says she's ready to learn to fly.
Yeah, it would be something I'd love to do. For me, it's just the freedom, really, of being up in the air, in the sky. I mean, I don't think there's any other feeling like that.
It's not just women who are ready to soar high. Marshall Jenkins says at the age of 81, he's entering the cockpit and taking on a new challenge.
I'm actually learning to fly. Sometimes you do life a piece at a time. So that's the next thing I'm conquering in my advanced age. But that'll help keep stay young, help my brain matter, keep working.
Then there's little Layton, who sat in this seat and just knew she belonged. With an experience like this, her parents say you just never know what the future will bring.
But we drive by it all the time, and she loves seeing the planes flying overhead, so to be able to be on the ground over here and see it up close is making her day today.
In Lincoln, Leticia Ordaz, KCRA3 News.